Hey guys and gals, this is Nathan. Welcome back to... I still haven't figured out the name yet, sorry. More Coloring with Nathan. Sure, we'll go with that for today. So we're still working on these four template pages from the same scene. And so we finished all the line art, coloring the line art, and I went ahead and tweaked the armor bits a little bit, and the color of the line art for the armor. I think it's I'm a lot happier where it's at now. So I think, well, yeah, I still have a couple background elements. Let's go ahead and work on those right now. I'm just going to keep it relatively simple. Just going to go with a white layer, or I'm sorry, layer set to overlay, and I'm just going to use white to kind of paint on top of that. And I wouldn't do that for main characters, but it's just, some background stuff. So, it's not... it's not going to be super detailed or anything like that. It's nothing that people are going to really be, really drawn to, paying a lot of attention to. So I think we're all right to get away with that. I'll just go ahead and kind of loosely paint some folds in there. Now I can kind of go back in, erase a little bit into that. But I like that bluish color, but let's go ahead and flatten that layer down. Keep on hitting my caps lock for some reason. What? Oh, it's on flats. I'm going to bring a little bit of red into that to kind of flatten it out a little bit more. So it's just being too bright back there against that orange especially. Let's get this guy. We'll do the same color as this. So it's like a gray. Oops, again, I'm on my flats. One of those nights, people. There we go, that should look good. For these bags, a little bit too blue. Go ahead and, oops. Don't need that, oops. Don't deselect, okay, deselect, select that. Oh man, I'm all over the place. Warm that up a little bit more. And I'll just do another overlay with some white on it. Again, because it's not like a huge piece. So you see, I mean, I'm just kind of painting in with the white. I don't have to worry about like changing my colors or anything like that. And it helps, kind of speed up the process, especially when you're working on backgrounds like these. I'll do the same for these guys. Oops, it's a little bit too bright. Just select that so I don't go outside the lines. Well, perfect, dude. Yeah. All right. That's fine. I'm going to end up merging this all down anyway, so. So you can see, even though I've been coloring for so long, doing Photoshop for so long, I still make stupid mistakes all the time. Oops, let me go a little bit lighter at that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Go like that, a little bit on here. All right. So we have these same IV bags over here. Let me pick that color. Oops. There we go. And we'll do the same thing on here. Overlay the white. Maybe this is going to be a little bit more in the background. This is going to be even less detailed. We want. So again, nobody's going to be zooming in all the way and like, oh wow, look at this. All right. I think I had this. Yeah, let's do this as well. You know what? There goes the AC. Awesome. This, let me turn that off. Should be orange, because this little bit right here is his arm. Or his hand, I should say. So when you're doing flats, and then when you're actually coloring, you find all kinds of different stuff. So that, again, should be orange. And that should be flesh. Oops. Should be flesh. There we go. Alright, that looks better. And you're going to use the white. And our light source will come from here. So I want to do everything with this block brush because I don't know, I was just playing around with it more and more, and I liked it. I get a little bit more of a painterly thing. Like, I mean, I like the dry brush look of the first one. Kind of talked about it earlier, of the first volume of template, but I don't know. I just want to try something different and kind of dig in the way that's been coming out so far. So there's that. Okay, we got some computery stuff in this scene we'll do. Let me go ahead and merge that down before I forget and save that one. Merge that down, save that one. I always gotta remember to save. It's happened too many times. You see me making these little mistakes here where I'm like coloring on the wrong layer or whatever. You don't want to make other mistakes, like color your whole frame or your whole PSD and then accidentally close it, or the power goes out, or I don't know. It made tons of stupid mistakes. So always make sure you save. Alright, so that's on overlay. Let's go in here. We're using the tubes is kind of a light source. So I'll have nice dramatic lighting coming off of that. Pretty good so far. That's behind it. All this screen. Nah, not a fan. Use some of the screen. Yeah, that looks better. I'm going to drop down the opacity on this brush. Let's try 30%. There we go, that looks good. Now on to these guys, the wires, cables, who's its and whatnots. And this guy too. Oh, that's one. All right. And this guy too. Yeah. Again, don't have to go crazy detailed on these guys because it's just part of the scenery. Nobody's gonna really look at it and see how well you rendered out a wire, so don't worry too much about it. And that's on a separate layer, so we can go in and kind of erase into that a little bit more. I think that looks good. Let's do screen here. Let's try, is that everything? Yeah. Let's try a different color on here. So that kind of pops off a bit too much. I do kind of like that. Darker. Just white. I like that, yeah. That looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get, that's this color, huh? That same effect on this other monitor here. And we did. And same for these guys. No. Oh, there we go. We'll just, oops. Fill that, and then throw white. There you go. It doesn't stand out as much. It looks pretty nice. Save. And I'm not sure how we're doing on time. Let's see if we can get to... See if we can get to the nurse first. Yeah, let's try it out. I think go for the fuller body one first. Over there we can go ahead and establish what our colors are before we move on to the others. So I like this kind of aqua color, just to kind of help sell, like, you know, she's in the medical field here. So we're just gonna kind of use a little bit more of that, lighten that up a little bit. Actually, the rim light coming from behind her because of the tank. And again, just pushing a little bit harder on the brush where I want more of that color introduced. A little bit lighter. So say like I want bigger highlight here, so I'll push harder and then I could lighten it up on the edges. Oops. Oh, I forgot wear gloves. Now for this, I think we'll just go the opposite and go a little bit darker. Drop shadows. And that. Kind of blend this back in a little bit more. Soften up the edges a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. Let's figure out this the skin tone. Let's see, from this other page I had, from the first volume. That was the medium tone. And let's see how these colors look. Get rid of that for now. Again, I'm just gonna go back in and blend in these colors a little bit more. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're going for more of a painted type of look, so that helps sell it if it's not perfect. So. Just kind of blending this out a little bit more. And I think this is just about done. Let me add some shadows to her eyes here. Yeah, that's gonna do it. I forgot to check the time on the episode. Tell you, it's been a while since I recorded. Let me just do her tablet right here real quick, and then we'll call it an episode. Let's see, I'll do that overlay, and we'll just do white again, because again, it's not a huge piece of interest to the story or anything like that, so. Let's go like that. And then just a little bit reflective light. And then what that'll do, that'll allow us to go in and let me get another brush. Oh, it looks decent. Oh, there's a eraser this time. Let's put that drop shadow on there. It actually looks like it's in your hand. One thing I do kind of want to see is this area a little bit darker. Let me flatten that real quick. And go like that. Go to multiply with that blue. Oh, sure it's on a linear gradient. Yeah, let's darken this a little bit more. I think that works good. All right, and this. Not enough difference between this color and the shadow, so I'm just gonna lighten that up a little bit more. Looks pretty good there. Kind of ties it into their outfits. All right, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Try and do new videos as often as I can. Used to be once a week, and I'm trying to get back to that, but life's been crazy lately. So we might get back to that, or I'm not really sure what the new schedule might be like. Maybe once every other week. At this point, I really don't know. But as often as I can, I'll be putting out new stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you want to see more of my work, you can check out my DeviantArt page. It's lummage.deviantart.com. And Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/lummage1. It's the number 1. And it's going to do it for this one. When I get back to it, we'll be coloring some more of these guys. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.